This next property is the Ajax mine. This one was identified as the Slip Easy mine on the videotape, but it was later determined that it was the Ajax mine, and the Slip Easy mine will be shown on a segment later.
(1999), and we believe we are at the Slip Easy property, which is in section 22 on the Dixie 7.5 minute quadrangle. On the Forest Service map it shows it's at the end of 9527E, but we think this is a new road that cross-cuts in farther north to the mine than shown on the map. Probably was put in here for pole cutting. And you're looking at the road where it comes in, and right across the hill over there is the first series of small trenches and pits you see that we believe are related to the Slip Easy. And then right on the road you can see where they've taken out part of this this waste dump here for road metal. There was a cat came up at least into here and shoved some of this stuff on down. And then this dump goes on over to a large frame structure. I'm not exactly sure what it was, whether it was, looks awful big just to be a platform on which the a hoist would be sitting, because I think this was a shaft, but we're not sure why they would have put it in with such very heavy timbers. And as best as we can tell, this is probably where the old shaft was, down here. And again, panning across, give you an idea of this pile of timbers. And the reason again we think it might be is there's again another section of conical shaped waste pile sitting out there. It's probably almost all waste right along this section of the road. This section of waste pile that I'm on is on the order of about 80 feet long and probably 15 feet thick, and 20 feet across at the widest part. And the conical one over there at the bottom is probably has a diameter at the bottom of about 30 feet across, and it looks like it's about 15 feet high in kind of a cone shape. So there is no water, everything is totally dry. Again, this is a granite quartz property, and we'll go over here with the camera running. You can see one of the cabins is still, though at least part of it is still standing up in here, and there's another building behind that one, and then there's another one down the road a ways on the south side of the road. And we just kind of pan around here to give you a perspective as to what we're looking at. And again, the access road, those original dumps through the trees or pits on the other side of the road, the main waste dump from this pit, and then back to the wooden structure. We'll go up to the cabin. Okay, we're looking at the cabin a little closer up, and up behind it you can see the other cabin that's all fallen down. Okay, we've moved up to, we're about 200 feet west of the cabin, and we're looking into a small pit. This has got a diameter of about 15 feet. Looks like they went down about 10 feet or so on it. I doubt that it's any more. Give you an idea, there's the cabin over there, the other cabin up in the trees up there, and this whole countryside is just full of these little pits. And these trenches are biggies. They were looking for the extension of these east-west trending vein systems. So everywhere they got in the granite that they picked up any kind of a hint of the veins, they would dig these trenches to explore for them. So we're going to walk down and get you a picture of a modern thing. You can see that blue tarp down there with the water in it. We're going to walk down there and get a shot of that in the other cabin down below. Well, we're down looking at the modern pit. You can see the big blue and black tarp they've partially lined this thing with. I have no idea who put it in here or why they put it in here. There's new blazes on the trees. This is a new piece of work that was done. What exactly they're doing, why they put the dam in here, I have no idea. You can see there's some seep water coming out from the hillside down there that goes on out and then into the pond. We'll walk over here to the dam. Well, we're not exactly sure what's going on here. These look like old dumps from something or other that are down right below this dam. We're standing on this, an earth-filled dam that was put in here. Goes on across. Scanning back, you can see where the water's coming down. That little drainage is where it's coming from. I see no sign of an adit or anything. I suppose there could have been something in that hillside, but if there is, it's long gone. That's the dump from the shaft that we were standing up on just a little while ago, looking at it. So not sure exactly what it is or what it means, but obviously this is some sort of a new structure, and my guess is the Forest Service has at least some idea as to who put this in there and why it was put in here. Okay, we're not going to walk down there, but you can see there's the old other fallen down cabin right down by Boulder Creek. If we pan back out and we look up, we can see there's the road, that new road that we were talking about, which goes back up to that big waste dump that we were just talking about, which is right up in there. And if we continue panning on around, that blue tarp line pond is just over the hill right there, right down in that little bottom. So that gives you an overview of where we are. Fallen down cabin. We're up a little closer. And if you look close, you can see just right over the roof of it, probably see some glint right in there of water we believe is Boulder Creek. And then through the trees, up right in there, you can see the actual road that runs along Boulder Creek. So this new road comes in. If you follow it down to the bottom here about another 100 yards or so, it ends right on Boulder Creek, and you can easily walk across to the road on the other side. There again's that big dump up there where the shaft was. And with that, that'll pretty much end the video that we're going to take today for the Slip Easy mine and associated